Hey guys, welcome to my channel, No Future in Fronting. Thanks for tuning in. I want to talk about 10 steps on how to stop being an angry, bitter bitch, okay? And, quick disclaimer, I am not a professional, a doctor, any of that. So I'm just strictly sharing my experience, strength, and hope, and what's worked for me in my journey through life, okay? So if this is an emergency, please call 911. Yeah, I don't want no parts of that. So going right to it. Number one is you got to acknowledge that you are an angry, bitter bitch. Whether you're just angry, whether you're just bitter, or you're just bitchy. You've got to acknowledge that and then wanting to change that you are, wanting to change. So, yeah, I had to realize that I was like holding on to all this frustration, this built up frustration, and I did not like authority. I still don't, but like I really don't. And anytime I felt like my power was denied, or someone was trying to take advantage of me, or you looked at me crazy, or you stepped on my toe, or it didn't even take much, but I know that I had a lot of built up anger, okay, and I was bitter, and I was just a bitch, and I needed to do some work, so I got to it, and that led me to number two, which was the Serenity Prayer. And that is, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And just like it is, it says I had to do, okay, the things that I cannot change about myself. My bell pepper ass knows. Like, I got it. I could change it, but it's cheaper to keep this one. It works just fine, and, deal with it. So I accepted it, and the things I didn't have to accept was my anger, my quickness to anger. Like, oh my goodness, I'm just so trained to go all the time. It does not take much. My lack of patience, not thinking before I speak. These are things that I really wanted to work on, and I felt that I could. And so, doing so with my personal inventory, I went to the next thing, and that was trying to find my triggers of why I am the way I am, So why I'm quick to anger, why I don't have any patience, why I don't think before I speak, and digging. It takes work, and, I had to realize that, for instance, me not thinking before I speak, like, I'm just used to always having to say the first thing that came to my mind. When I was younger, my dad would always, like, he would ask me a question and I would think about it, he would be like, oh, what, you lying? You trying to think of something to say? I'm like, no, nigga, I'm thinking, but like, I always had to, so I was just trained to just like say whatever the first thing that came to my mind was, no matter how crazy, it was, no matter how silly it is, but it causes conflict. And so finding those triggers caused me to realize, like, okay, you can think before you speak, and that way I'm not, I really didn't want my belly out on this video. So, yeah, that way it's not causing conflict, okay? And so just doing self-inventory on yourself really works tremendously, because then you're able to try to figure out exactly what makes you mad, because we're rarely angry for the reason that we think we are, So number three is change your thinking, like, tremendously. Like, for instance, read this book, The Four Agreements. Oh my gosh, it's tremendous. It's just a tremendous help. It really changed my life. Like, I can't even describe in words, really. But read it, check it out. For instance, one of them is don't take anything personally. Once I realized that, like, it helped me get a grasp on reality, because I realized that nothing that anyone ever does is because of me. And so me reacting to people, just how me reacting to people is not because of them. It's because of other things that I'm dealing with, other things that I'm angry about, things that I need to work on, And doing that work will cause you to stop being angry and stop popping off for any and everything and at people that you're not even truly angry at. And so number 5 is super important, is meditate, okay? And it's super important to meditate. I know, like, a lot of people think that with their religion they can't meditate or whatever, but first inform yourself. There's so many books. Zen State of Mind, Zen Beginner's Mind is a good one. The Awakening. There's so many good books on meditation. Just look them up and try it. Try yoga, being still. Like, it has worked so much, and that has also helped me change my thinking. Like, most things come to me when I'm being still. Like, solutions to my problems. When I'm overthinking, I always overthink. Like, and so it causes me to I can't make decisions. And when I'm still, that's when all the solutions to my problems come to me, you know. And number 6 is forgive. Forgive everyone and everybody for everything. It's so important because it's not for them, it's for you. And holding on to all that is just like that Erykah Badu song, Bag Lady. Like, you can't continue to walk around with all this anger and live your life effectively. That's why we pop off at people at the line, at the grocery store, or people, or our kids, or the ones we love, you know, because we're you know, holding on to all this anger and this hurt, and it doesn't do anything. It's like, it's not tickets for freaking Chuck E. Cheese. You can't cash them in for anything. Let it go. It doesn't bring anything. It doesn't bring you anything. It's no reward for it. There's no like, ooh, girl, how much hurt you got? Ooh, how much hurt you got? Ooh, look, I'm going to get this with all my hurt tickets. No, you're not going to get nothing. And a lot of times we think that we're shutting out more hate, more hurting, but instead we're shutting out love. You know, we're not protecting ourselves from more hurt. We're you know, locking out the love that people have and want to give us, but no one wants to deal with bitter people. No one wants to deal with angry people. Even if someone loves you for who you are and deals with you, believe me that people would rather deal with a nice, happy person, you know, just how you would. And so, number 7 is, I'm on number 7, right? Or number 6? Anyways, whatever number I'm on, watch the company you keep. It's super important. Like, if you're around people that are always, you know, kind of hyping you up and kind of adding to that anger that you have, if you popping off and they like, yeah, girl, instead of that, like, no, that's kind of silly. Like, you really shouldn't be upset about that. Then you gotta watch that, because that's not how you are going to be able to successfully move on and, you know, become a non-angry, bitter bitch, because they want you to be. You know, misery loves company, so watch that. And also, watch what you watch on TV. Like, I remember I would watch Bad Girls Club, and they would be jumping somebody or something, and, like, after that, I would be riled up, like, man, that's wrong. You can't fight people like that, blah, blah. And, you know, you be trying to, like, I'd be ready to fight after that all week. Just, what? Somebody look at me. I think you think thoughts, you thinking. If you thinking about something, a crazy thought, like, I want to see you, because I'm riled up from what I've seen. Same like if you watch a Lifetime movie and you're sad and you cry, like, it's the same. Watch what you're watching, you know, be careful of that, be mindful. And number 8, let go of pet peeves. Like, pet peeves are things that bother you that other people do that you have no control over. Like, if a small thing, if you allow small things to bother you, you're just stealing your joy from yourself. You're robbing yourself of that. And that does not contribute to happiness. It actually adds to your angry bitterness. And it's so pointless to allow those small things to bother you. Like, people, you know, I don't know, grunting or, you know, chewing weird or whatever. Just be grateful that you were able to hear. Okay? And that leads me into number 9, is being grateful. Every day I wake up and I count all the things that I'm grateful for. I write them down, and it keeps me sane, and it keeps me, you know, focused on not my problems, but just all my blessings. And with the strength and the growth that I've shown, a lot of people think that I suddenly don't have problems, but I'm still dealing with the same things that I was actually dealing with 4 years ago or 3 years ago, that I thought that, you know, like, wasn't worth living behind, or freaking, you know, like my probation or whatever, like things like that. Just really, like, I'm still dealing with those things, but my mindset has changed, and I'm able to deal with them with the, you know, better, and have a better outlook on them, because you got to deal with them anyway. So it's like, why deal with it in an angry fashion. The other day I had to go for a visit, and I was able to just like embrace the surroundings of just the beauty there, and just the trees and the riverbank or the bayou, whatever it was, whatever kind of water it was, just the tranquility, and embrace that. And you have to look at everything with life like that. Like, we always a bright side and the not so bright side to look at things. And if you want to look at everything negatively, then you're going to continue to have these angry thoughts and be mad. But if you want to live life abundantly and just have all the things, that if you just speak nicely and be nice and kind and smile, like, practice smiling for a day. I promise you, just try it. Try it. Smile all day long. If you have to just think about happy thoughts, like think about the last time you got some good deed, whatever it is, the last time you ate something great, whatever, just think about that and just walk down the street, whatever you're doing in your day, smile and watch how people receive you, and your vibrations will lift immediately, okay? If you don't even follow any of the other steps, try that one and let me know. Get back to me. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, reach out. Leave a comment below. Please like and subscribe. I'll have many more videos coming on all kind of things. And so thanks again for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.